Okay, so suppose just a minute. Okay, so guys, if I want to create a calculated column, okay, see if I want to create a calculated column for years, so how to create that? Can anybody tell me? I want to create a calculated column for years, all the years. What should I do?
Sir, go to data setting function practice.
Mm-hmm.
That data setting function practice.
That where to go then? Tell me.
Right side.
Uh,
Then there triple dot. Click here. New column.
New column. Then what should I write? Tell me.
Sir, again question.
I want to extract only the years. Okay. I want to extract,
Okay, sir.
create a column, year column. I want to create year column where I want to extract only years.
Yes, sir. Here that year is equal to formula put year.
Hmm.
Then bracket start.
Hmm.
Date.
Date.
That last in the function practice.
Excellent.
Bracket close.
Okay. So I got year over here. Okay. There is some issue here. Go to transform data.
Sir, can you use also a split column?
Mm-hmm. We have to correct it in Excel. So if you want to create a date column, what we can do is we have to click on new column. Okay, we have to click on new column, then I'll write maybe year equals to year function. Year function will try to extract the date. So we have to use this column because this is a date column. Okay, so before that, what I'll do is I'll do one thing. I'll just rename the name. That's it. I'll say test. Any name you can give, right? So new column, which is year, equals to year of, okay, tst date. Okay, so you got the date. So now we have extracted the year. Now I want to find out, okay, I want to find out the total cells in, okay, my question is, okay, I want to find out the total cells in country wise. Okay, the total cells country wise for the year 2020. Okay, I want to create a visual which will show me the country wise total cells for the year 2020. Can anybody tell me how to do this? Tell me.
Start column chart. Then put country expresses. Then put sales in y-axis. Then put year in y-axis. Here drop down. Here in year have been drop down.
Okay. Year has only year value, right?
Yes.
Year has only year value. How can you see drop down here? Tell me.
Sir, can you use the table?
Okay. Table. If you're using a table, then what should I do?
Country
Okay.
and cells.
Okay. Cells.
Then drag here.
Sir, in a column chart, we put year in a filter on this page. Then here choose year 2020.
There is only showing here.
You want to put year in filter or year in slicer?
Sir, we need to put slicer.
Okay.
Then dark year table.
Then what do you want? This. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? If you put it in table, it looks good, or if you put it in this chart, column chart, it is looking good.
Column check.
Okay.
सर हमें स्लाइसर को जाकर स्लाइसर चेंज करवा टाइल नॉले और देन
Okay.
काफी से फॉलो देखने चाहिए हम क्या नाम जोड़ के ट्रेस करेंगे
Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll use table. Okay. I'll remove year from here. Here also I'm getting it, right?
yes sir if we will use slicer then if we will remove here then we can it will show you
Okay. So without slicer, slicer,
You using filter with your slicer.
without slicer and filter. Divya, without slicer and filter, any other?
I think they are having drop down. Remove all years and only stay 2020.
If I want only 2020 ka sales, okay, if I want 2020 sales without slicer and without slicer and filter, how can I do? Last time I told you, how to write DAX function, right? Yes or no? Think about it. Okay. So without slicer and filter, we will not be able to achieve this. I mean, without, of course, we can use slicer, we can use filter, but that is an additional step. There is an easy way. There is a function called in DAX. There is a function called calculate. Okay, so we will learn how to use that calculate function. Okay, so uh, what I'll do is I'll write a new measure. Okay, new measure. I am not going to create any column because column is already there. Year column is already there. If you see here, okay, year column is already there. So what I'll do is I'll write a measure. So how to write a measure? DAX measure. Click on new measure. Okay, I'll say sales in or sales underscore 2020. Okay, so guys, see, calculate. It's a very important function. So calculate, first it takes an expression. Okay, first it takes an expression. Okay, so what is that expression? So expression is, okay, sum of expression is this, okay, comma, what is my filter? Okay, sum of this, comma, what is my filter? My filter is year equals to okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll use a matrix. Okay, so here I'll put, this is country, right? Country, country, okay, columns ray I'll put here, okay, then cells ray I'll put values. Okay. Okay, this is how it is giving yearly. Okay, this is how it is giving me yearly sales. In each year, what is the total sales you have done? Let's do one thing. Once again, I'll show you. Okay, sales 2022. Okay, sales 2022 measure. What we have done is calculate sum of sales, then test year equals to 2020. Okay, so now this function I'll explain you a little later. So now let's work on this visual first. So I'm not using this. Okay, so I'll simply drag. Am I getting correct output, guys? Can you just compare it? Okay, 104 120 144 77 96 542. So 22. Am I getting the same output here? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Am I getting the same output here?
Yes, sir.
So can any one of you explain me what is this DAX function? How does it work? Where is it? Sales 2020. How does it work? Who is not understanding?
Sir, dash function is a more advanced function where we create a new column, new
Measure. Okay. So
new measure.
now this DAX function, can some of you explain me how did it work?
It filter out what is the requirement.
Yes. See, first is I think if you would have remembered this. Just give me a moment. Okay. If you would have remembered this count if sum if functions in Excel, right? You remember count if sum if functions?
Yes, sir.
It works in the similar way. Okay, so in count ifs, basically in sum ifs, what we write? Sum ifs. Okay, sum ifs, the first one is your sum range, right? Column, in which column you want to find out the total sum. Okay, sum or total. Okay, then you have criteria range 1, then criteria, right? This is a value. That means if the sum range, if the sum range is sales, then criteria range is, let's say, product or year. Criteria range 1 value equals to 2020. Yes or no? This is how you write sum ifs, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now it is working in the similar way. There is no difference. Okay, so how it is working is, this is nothing but your sum range. Okay, you are passing an expression. So here expression means you simply cannot write test of sales. Okay, this will not work. You have to write sum of this. Okay, you have to write an aggregate function in the first parameter, sum of this. Then what you can do is, this is your criteria range column, this is your value. So it is good. The first one is expression. In expression you are passing the sum, so that's sales columns sum. Then here you are passing the filter criteria. It will give you the sum whenever the year is 2020. Wherever the year is 2020, it is going to give you the sum. Okay, so clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's create a card. I want to create a card. cells of how much I'm getting. So this measure is going to hold a single value, but whenever you apply it on a table, automatically it is filtered out. So this is nothing but your filter context. This is called filter context. As per the as per the data, it will automatically filter. So it will segregate, or it will distribute as per each and every country's sales in the year 2020. But if you just add a card, okay, single row card, so it will be giving you the total sales. If you go here, display units, none, so you're going to get the same, right? Yes or no? 5429517442. Okay, got it? Who has increased its size? Understood? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I want to compare. Okay, I want to compare 2022's sales with 2020 plus 2021 sales. Okay, I want to compare 2022 sales with 20 plus 2021 sales. Are you getting my point? You got it? So here in one column I'll have 2022 sales. Second column I'll have both the years sales, combined sales. Got it? Question you are understanding?
Yes, sir. Question understand.
Okay. So now I'll tell you one more interesting thing. Suppose I want to just apply sum. It is you got the column, you got this measure where you are only finding 2020 ka sales, but I will create a DAX measure which will give me the total sales. To create the DAX for total sales, can anybody tell me how to create it? Total sales, quick, what should I write? Total sales, it's very simple, right? New measure, okay, I'll say total sales equals to sum of sales. Yes or no? Just sum of sales table re sum, okay, sum of total sales, right? This will give me total sales. Okay, enter. I'll do one thing. I'll create a card here. I'll create a card. Total sales. Okay, 174.29 million. I'll do one thing. I'll go to this, call out value, display units, none. Okay, so this is my total sales. Okay, this is my total sales. If I go here, 1742.85.502. See, 1742.85.502. It is giving me the total sales. This measure which I have created, it is giving me the total sales. So guys, measure means it will not be creating a column. It is like a virtual. It doesn't take any space. This is a measure. So before every measure, you can see there is a calculator icon before every measure. Now this is total sales is a measure. This is a measure. but this year is a calculated column. Okay, you can find a table with a summation sign, sum sign. Okay, so it is a calculated column. These are the measures which we have created. Measure means just a formula you are creating, that's it. You will have to apply it on a visual. This formula cannot be applied on a table. It has to be applied on a visual. So visual re hi apply hoga. Okay, so you understood this? This is correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me change the size of the let me make it to 20. Okay. Okay, suppose I want to create, can anybody tell me how to create one more DAX for 2021 year or 2022 year? It's very simple, right? We have already created. Can some of you tell me how to create a DAX for 2021 year?
We can create new measure cells 2021.
It is, let's say cells 2021.
2021.
Okay.
Then equal calculate.
Calculate sum of.
Then sum of test table name.
So sum of.
Cells.
So sum of test cells, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
We
Yes.
can write
And
sum of
test year.
cells. Tab,
And comma test years.
comma, year function we have to write. Okay. Year function. Then what we have to write is, I think we have to close the bracket. Comma, then year. In the bracket we have to again write test year. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Test year. Double. Okay, equals to 2021.
2021.
Okay. All right. So let me try drag this 2021 here. Here. What happened? Cells 2021.
Sir, go to new measure table again. Remove this year. Only year. Remove this only year.
Because it is a direct function, right? It directly has
Yes.
this. Yes, got it. Okay, it's a direct function because we are not trying to extract. Okay, we are not trying to extract. We are directly using, because this function, if you see here, okay, it is directly a column. It is not a, see, if you want to extract year from date column, okay, if you want to extract year from date column, then you can use year of date, but it is a direct column. It is straightforward. Okay, so that is the reason why we should not use that year function. Yes, got it? Whether you are getting correct value or not, if you go to 2021 108 123 169 83, okay, so 59 lakhs 79,000. So here it is 59 lakh 79,000. Okay, so one more interesting thing is, so whenever, suppose I want to create a new measure for 2022. So what I'll do is I'll create a new measure. Okay, cells of, let's say, 2022. So when I write calculate function, guys, when I write calculate function, okay, so in the expression previously we always have written aggregate functions, right? Yes or no? We have either written sum, okay, yes or no? Sum of
Yes.
cells, sum of cells we have written, sum of test cells we have written, okay. So now I'm not writing that. If you just if you just mention, I mean, if you just specify this brackets, okay, if you just specify square bracket, what you can see, what are these, guys? What are these?
There is showing already cells 2020,
No, what are these?
20,
What are these? What are
2021, and
these?
already we have already
No, no,
created
what are
the
these?
cells.
What are these? My question. What are these?
Expression.
These are measures, right? Which we have created previously. Yes or no? We just
Yes, sir. Yes.
These are the measures, right? Here we can see total cells, cells of 2021, cells of 2020, right? These are three measures. So whenever you mention a bracket, square bracket, it will show you the list of measures which you have created. Yes. So instead of writing sum of test cells, can I write like this? Can I specify this? This has already been created, right?
Yes, sir. It's already created, so we can also.
So remember one thing, in this calculate function, either you can specify sum of that column, like sum of this, okay, or you can directly specify the measure which is already created, which is nothing but your total cells. Then comma, I'll say test of year what is here, okay, test of year, this one, okay, equals to 2022. So now if I just try to drag, got it?
Yes, sir.
So clear, everyone? So you understood how to create a measure. In this calculate DAX function, either you can pass an aggregate function of that column, you can use aggregate function sum, max, min, whatever you want to pass, okay, or what you can do is you can directly pass the measure which is already created. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Got it.
So understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question. Sir, if you want to find out cells 2020 and 2021 in a one column, so we can.
Okay. See, I have already told you this is very similar to count if sum if function. So count if sum if function, when you add multiple filters, maybe multiple criterias, the criterias are joined by and operator or in operator. I mean and operator or operator. So we understood,
Sir,
right?
or operator.
So whenever this we write like just I'll show you. the I mean, here we write a lot of, okay, where is it? When you write these conditions, these are like AND operator or IN operator? So what is the average profit of Realme phone in 2020? How many conditions we have here?
So three condition.
What are those three conditions?
First one is the profit, average profit. Then second one is the phone, Realme product no product column. Then another one is the year.
What about others? How many conditions we have here?
Two conditions.
It has only two conditions. Okay, two conditions. So average profit you want to find out, but condition is phone has to be Realme, then year has to be 2020. Okay, so when we write this, okay, so when we write this equals to, let's say, average ifs. Okay, so we write average ifs. Then for average ifs we have to, let me copy this question. Yes, we already have here. Just I'm writing it here. Equals to average ifs and average. See, average profit means this is your average range. Then give a comma. Okay. So your product has to be Realme. Product is Realme. So my criteria range one is Realme product. Okay. This control backspace, comma, this is Realme. Okay, then comma, your year has to be 2020. Okay, to break down the year, I have already told you, if the year has to be 2020, you'll have to write like this. Okay, so year has to be 2020, that means it should be greater than equals to 0101. Okay, 0101 2020, and then just copy this. Guys, you remember this or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got this. If I just write equals to formula text equals to formula text of this. Okay, so now you see this okay, so if you see, there are how many conditions? See, basically there are two conditions, but if you, the way we have broken down in the breakdown here, one condition, this is one condition, this is two condition, this is three condition. Yes or no? But actually this entire data is only one condition, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now, so try to understand and tell me one thing, these conditions are joined by AND operator or operator?
And operator.
It is
And operator.
it is joined by AND operator. So what is your requirement? Your product has to be Realme. Okay, and this is the first criteria. Okay, product Realme hoba darkar, and your date has to be greater than this, and your date has to be less than this. So if you are saying it is OR operator, that means it will include 2021's date also, right? Yes or no? If it is or, then it can include anything. It can include anything, right? It can include 2021's date, it can include 2019's date. And hele a date bhitru hi all the dates that are in 2020, then I mean within like 1st January to 31st December 2020, all the dates will fall. If you are saying and, so definitely it is sorry, if you are saying or, all these conditions are connected by or, you are saying if it is greater than 2020, that's okay, 2020, that is okay, or it is less than 2020, so that means what, 2019 date bhi asibo, 2021 bhi asibo. Okay, other products will also come. Yes or no? So these are basically, see, these are basically I mean these three conditions are connected by an and operator. So understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so actually, so to have that suppose we wanted to check what is the total sale of Gopal, Premanand, then Purvesh. Okay, so this, I mean, I want to find out the total sales that have been made by these three sales managers, but so by using this average ifs, sum ifs, count ifs, I cannot find that. So that is the reason I have told you D sum, D average, okay, D mean, D max, all these database functions where we have created criteria tables. Do you remember or not? Criteria table लिखी. So criteria right here, I have a sales manager, then I have here Purvesh will be here, then maybe Premanand, then Gopal. Okay, if I point to this criteria table, then it will give me total sales of Purvesh, Premanand and Gopal. Yes or no? Go back to that topic and go through that topic today once again. So we have actually taken good amount of time to understand these concepts, right?
Yes, sir. Aggregate function, database function.
Okay, this is what is happening over here. All these conditions, I mean, so even if I write, see, let me write this. Let me see what is happening. Cells 2020, comma, okay, cells 2020. If I write cells 2021. Okay, see, can you see? Nothing. Because when it will go to each and every row, it will find whether the year is 2020 or it is not, or here it is connected by an and operator. So gotte row cannot be 2020 and the same row cannot be 2021, right? Yes or no? It is,
Yes, sir.
it is either 2020 or 2021. It cannot be so like in and or, while explaining and or operator, I have already explained you, when you say address equals to Cuttack and address equals to Bhubaneswar, it cannot be possible. One person's cannot, I mean that person's address cannot be same, I mean both the places. It can either be Cuttack or be Bhubaneswar, right? It cannot be both. Like I cannot say the person is from Chennai and Hyderabad. That is not either from Chennai or from Hyderabad or from Bengaluru. Yes or no? So whenever you are writing this calculate functions, you can pass, obviously you can pass multiple filters, but the filters, I mean if I'm saying okay, the year equals to 2020 and segment equals to government segment, there can be multiple different columns. It is connected by an and operator. It is not connected by an or operator. So this is something which is or, right? Which if you are writing this,
Yes, sir.
I mean your requirement is or, but if you are writing this in the same filter 1, filter 2, I'll just type this comma. Okay, so see, filter 1 comma dot dot dot, you can see filter 1 comma dot dot dot, that means multiple filters you can apply, but all the filters you will apply, that will be connected, that will be connected via and operator, not or. So clear everyone now?
Yes, sir.
Test off. rest of year. Year equals to 2020 bracket close. Okay, so now you another I mean, if I want to check the cells, if I want to check the cells, combined cells of maybe 2020, what was the question? 2020 plus 2021, what you can do is you can create one more measure, new measure, right? New measure, else. Okay, it is just a measure name, right? You can write any name, it is up to you. What I'll write, calculate your expression. I have told you either you can give sum of this or you can specify this. Directly you can pass a measure. Yes or no? Comma.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Comma. Now I'll write year. So year. Okay. What was it? 2020, 2021. 2020, comma 2021. Okay. So click here. Can you compare this? Are you getting the correct value? The addition of this and this is 208. So I'll calci. Okay. 9631.221.67 plus 112.36744.77. Are you getting 208.67.966.43? I mean, this is a minor thing, that's okay. 43 rounded up. Okay. Are you getting the same output?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how you have to create a measure. I'll show you once again that measure. Okay. So what I have done is calculate. Okay, calculate. This is the total cells measure which I have already created, that I passed. Then test year in 2020, 2021. That the 2020 or 2021 this is a kind of OR, right? Yes or no? In SQL. Test year equals to
Yes, sir.
2020 or test year equals to 2021. But in Power BI, we have to write it in a different way. We have to use curly braces. Then we have to specify the year. That means test year equals to 2020, that is also fine. If test year equals to 2021, that is also fine. So this is a very important function. So you should remember how to use this. Even we can pass multiple criteria. Suppose I want to find United States. Okay, United States. Maybe every country's 1+ cells. I can also do that. I'll show you. If I want to create this country's 1+ cells, then what I'll do is I will simply new measure. You have to tell me. Now, what should I write? One plus cells. Okay, 1+ cells. Then what I'll write? Tell me. calculate, okay, sum.
Sales.
Either you use that or you use this measure, then product,
Test product equal 1.
okay. So now check this. If I say table, okay, then first is country, okay, then what is my product, okay, country, product, and sales. Where is sales, okay, sales, select this, then sales, okay. So I'll create a slicer, I'll create a slicer, I'll put the products, okay, 1 plus, see, this is 1 plus, right, 1 plus sales, correct. So what I'll do is, this, then product, okay, sorry, this is country, then 1 plus where I have created this 1 plus sales, okay. Are you getting the same output? 17398,521, 17398,521. This I have achieved by fetching columns, then I have put a slicer over here, then in the slicer I am using a filter. This I am directly using through a DAX function, okay. I have used a DAX function, 1 plus sales, which is this. Suppose I want to find 1
Yes, sir.
plus sales of 2020 1 plus sales, give a comma, write one more condition here, which is test of year. What is that year? I'll write year, you get test of year equals to 2020. So automatically it will be reduced, okay. Got it? We can add, see, we can add one more, suppose we can add one more total, where is that year, slicer, okay. I'll set 2020. If I go to this slicer settings, maybe tile, if I click on 2020, see here, just to achieve the same output, okay, so I have to create, see, I have to first drag the column, okay, the calculated column which I have created, then I have to put 2 slicers. First is product size slicer 1 plus, then I have to select 2020 to achieve the same, like first I have to put this, okay, 1 plus, then 2020, you are getting the same output. So here, just by using a DAX function, DAX measure, you can achieve this, right, which I have created over here, 1 plus sales in 2020. So first one is here, I have passed a measure directly instead of passing this aggregate function of column name. I passed the measure which is already created, then product has to be 1 plus test, test year has to be 2020. Got it? So understood everyone? So clear? You can add as many as filters as
Yes,
you.
sir.
So you can add as many as filters as you want. Okay. So I'll be sharing these formulas. You already have the data set. I'll share the formulas with you. Do I need to share this PVX file, or you will create on your own? I think this is something which you required, right? This is sufficient, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, we will create.
Okay. So clear everyone? Anybody has any doubts so far? Any doubts in calculate function? Any doubts in how to apply filter? How that calculate function works? So it takes basically two parameters. Okay.